And we're going.
We're in, are we?
Yes, we're in.
Oh, how good.
And shall we turn the old volume down there?
Yeah, we probably should, otherwise Sky might be on our asses. Where's that remote gone? Do you want to chat to everyone? Well, we could have done this before actually, we went on, but anyway.
Yeah, would have been.
I hear it.
How's it going, everyone? Yeah, we're all dressed up today, waiting to see if old MV is going to put himself in a pretty good position to clinch the title there tomorrow.
Yeah, can he win it today?
He can't win it today. He can win it tomorrow as long as I think he out-qualifies Checo by a whole 2 points.
Out-qualifies him by 2 points.
No.
Outscores him by 2 points
by
tomorrow.
2 points.
Yeah, so yeah, okay, should do it tomorrow.
Should be done tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, well, good, hey.
Look at chat going off. How's it going, people? How we doing? Yeah, we'll stop streaming if we don't reach 10,000 followers in 80 days.
Yeah, we'll give up.
We'll give up. We're done.
The show's finished. Cancelled.
Cancelled. Done. It's kind of, so we've been bought, like a small shareholder's been sold actually to HBO, and they've really set up some pretty difficult targets to reach.
HBO, yeah, they're used to slightly larger demographics, but we've sort of tried to communicate with them and try to, we can onboard a more passionate audience. They've looked at my social media engagement and, see if we can sort of cross-pollinate.
Crazy, your social media engagement, mate.
Yeah,
honestly,
it's what's been described as a modern-day internet phenomenon.
It's a miracle.
Yeah.
It's a miracle. And actually, I'm surprised you haven't had any brand deals as of yet, because you're the only man that has, I think, am I right in saying over 10,000 followers now today?
Almost 12,000 followers. So I'm literally almost 1,000 times more popular than Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Anyway.
How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Good. It's Friday afternoon.
Sitting here, getting ready for quali.
My laptop's
running
Your
on.
Your laptop is running at a hot heat. Whatever it is. I mean, it's like a Mercedes last year. It just can't handle any kind of hot weather.
Well, it seems to be that it's taking off like an aircraft.
I can hear it blowing.
Yeah.
Blowing and blowing and blowing away there.
But,
oh.
Yeah, no. Oh, excuse my little phone there. It's my notifications.
Right, so we're going to talk about, we're going to stream the Formula 1 qualifying.
Yeah, we are streaming F1.
Max looked fast. He was about 3.5 tenths clear of the Ferraris in free practice. I didn't actually watch it.
Nor did I.
Yeah, I was having a bit of a nap, but...
yeah, I came in today, actually, and you were looking rather ravishing there on the couch, having a...
Ravishing?
Yeah, beautiful sleep.
Yep.
Deep sleep.
Is there something you find ravishing about unconsciousness?
I don't know. Not really. As we see Ted Kravitz in the pit lane there talking to himself.
Yeah. And those little shorts as he usually does.
Just to let you know, we are 12 minutes away from qualifying. If you want to link up, 12 minutes now. So if you want to link up there, your stream.
It's one of my pet peeves actually, is people in the comment section going like, "You guys are way behind me," and you're like, "All right, fine. It's not our fault.
Yeah.
The satellite that we're using isn't as quick as the one that you're linked up to.
Yeah.
Just pause yours and catch up."
Yeah.
So if you're ahead, I don't want to hear about it. That's a you problem. Sorry, getting carried away here. But if you are ahead of us, that's a you problem, and you need to pause it, slow down, and then let us catch up. It's all right. You're not going to miss anything. There's no butterfly effect on your pause button.
Hold on, let me have a look there, because I think the old stream, unfortunately my Streamlabs desktop has sort of shat itself. So we've got the chat, we've got no feed on who has just started following us and so on. We've got 0 viewers, but clearly chat is going off. So it seems to be that my phone or my computer has quite literally shat itself. As we're about to head into qualifying, which is probably one of the most important moments of the weekend.
I've not really onboarded a lot of that information. It was a lot of words, and it's all centered around, I think the computer's fucked.
Yeah, no, the computer is definitely fucked. Let me just hop on Twitch there and have a quick gander at the old...
watch this Karoon running there. Is that a tutor?
It looks to be. As we see, George Russell... Quite a slippery track today, they've said.
The track looks like it's been sweating.
Yeah, it looks a bit shiny, doesn't it?
It's a bit.
Oof. As I'm gonna pop onto the old Screaming. Screaming Meals is live. 283 viewers currently.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
good on
as
you.
we're looking actually pretty good. The camera's surprisingly good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Right.
Turns out we're
So we're all gravy, are we?
yeah, we're all gravy. We're all go. How's chat? Waiting on chat's response.
Yeah,
there.
I don't know what to do when you sort of said, do we continue? Because if I keep talking, we'll just deviate from the actual question. How is the chat?
Yeah. As we see Lewis Hamilton just struggling with a bit of oversteer. People feeling very good. Congratulations! Congratulations for what, Rosie? Roy's BJ.
Roids? What?
Congratulations, Clem.
Struggling with freshers flu. Is that what everyone's fucking got at the moment? It's all these dirty university people coming into town, bringing their diseases and having sex with each other.
Well, I don't know what you've been doing with them because you've clearly got the flu. I'm perfectly fine.
Oh yeah, I've been hideously unwell.
Yeah.
From Thursday last week. I've come right around about Wednesday this week. But yeah, heavens. As with most issues, I blame university students.
Well, you know, people asking how was Brazil. Brazil was good.
Is there anything you can say about Brazil?
It was good.
Good.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
And not incriminate anybody.
No, just gonna leave it at that. And yeah, solid times, as you can see in the old dumps there I dropped on the old Insta.
A lot of solid dumps with this.
Solid dumps on the old Insta.
It's quite a surprise because I haven't heard of a lot of people going to Brazil and coming back with tales of solid dumps.
No, but no, I have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good man. Well, I'm glad to know everything's all tickety-boo.
Solid times, and
Stop talking about solids.
yeah, I am part Brazilian now. I am waiting for my honorary citizenship to sort of come through, as I look to be spending more time there in the near term, hopefully.
You were talking about getting a Brazilian butt lift, weren't you?
One of those two, actually.
So you said, oh, I'm thinking about getting a place down there to make my recovery a bit better. And I was like, what? Are you going to get like an ice bath and stuff? And you said to me, no. I'm thinking about pulling the trigger and getting a Brazilian butt lift.
That's the plan. Thanks for revealing that to the whole chat, James and Dick.
Yeah. I'll call you Buns Novalak next year.
Buns Novalak. And it's Buns Novalak on pole.
Buns Bunny.
Oh, Buns Bunny. As we see George Russell getting in the car there. Now, these sort of emotions, getting into the car right before qualifying as we move on from Buns chat.
I want to circle back to Bun chat, but yeah.
We'll talk back to Buns chat in a sec. Yeah, you're really getting in that car. You've got to focus, haven't you? Towards that one lap.
Yeah, well, I mean, you are speaking to somebody who hasn't partaken in organised motorsport in the better part of a decade, but yeah, I remember when qualifying rolls around, you kind of go, all right, off we go. You know, you got to get it done. I actually found qualifying a lot easier than the races.
Did you?
Because you just go out. You don't know where you are. I mean, obviously in Formula 1 it's a bit different. You know exactly where you are.
No, you'll know.
Session, but like for your grassroots, for your backbones out there, if you're just out qualifying, you don't have the info and you just crack on.
It's true. I mean, I myself, I'm a big fan of the racing, much less qualifying.
Yeah.
You can look
the racing's definitely more fun.
Oh, 100%. I find qualifying pretty boring, if you ask me, but yeah. How good?
Yeah, pretty good, mate. Hey, I'm going into this one a little bit blind. I don't really know anything about the Qatar circuit.
So, Qatar World Cup happened there not long ago.
Not at the Grand Prix circuit.
Not at the Grand Prix circuit, but in the country.
Yeah.
So that was a
I think Nikita Mazepin hangs out there quite a lot.
Does he?
Yeah.
Sort of no sanctions out
there. He hasn't sanctioned there, no.
Yeah. Great track. very high speeds. Been used by MotoGP for a very long time.
Yeah, that's right. Because I remember actually it was on the 2008 MotoGP game on PlayStation 2, and I had a crack on that, and it seemed quite fun, but very cornery.
Yeah, no, high speed. A lot of delamination of tyres a couple of years ago, if you remember.
I don't. I was actually I was in a steakhouse a couple of years ago when this race was going on.
Yeah. Good steaks, eh?
I was right. It was at Black and Blue in
never been.
In bloody where is it? Borough Market.
Okay.
It's sort of it's a decent. It's like an entry level. It's solid. It's decent.
Did you have a T-bone there? Did you have a Chateaubriand?
Do you know what? I actually believe I had a cheeseburger. I wasn't. As we get into sort of the opening credits here with the sort of
That's the one.
I reckon it'd be funny one time if just for a laugh they dubbed over like the Office soundtrack.
No, 100%.
You know that's
the one.
That'd be fun.
As we see the beauty of this track, I mean, it is just a track. There is not much around there.
No, it's a lot of Qatar surrounds this circuit.
A lot of desert.
Yeah. It's a weird. I've had a very bizarre part of the world to fly over actually around about this time last year. Where you sort of it's just sand and water. It's all you can see. It's just sand and water.
Sand.
Which sounds quite pedestrian as a comment, but it is quite. If you're used to flying over Europe and you sort of look down, you see your mountains, your fields.
Yeah.
A lot of clouds usually.
Yeah.
There's no clouds, and it's just like it's just sand,
water,
sand, ocean.
Yeah.
Got no idea what I'm looking at. Got no landmarks.
As we see some comments there saying that apparently getting into the track was an absolute shit show.
Oh, right, Qatar.
Yeah.
Well, I believe it is one of the cheaper tickets on the calendar.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's one of the. I think this one, Bahrain and Hungary.
Oh shit, we are pretty close to being live actually. Excuse me for turning
that's the phenomenon of the internet. It is one of the cheapest things. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, look, you can see a lot of lights over there. That's probably just the airport. Look. How far away is it from stuff? I mean, that looks like downtown. What is the city in Qatar? Is it just Qatar? Lusail.
Lusail, yes, that's the city.
Yeah. It seems odd. I mean, I don't want to throw any shade at Qatar, and I don't really need to because it is a night race, but it's not really on my bucket list, I have to be honest.
No, neither. I mean, obviously I have pretty horrendous memories of, not Qatar, the country itself, but an event that took place there sort of December last year.
They've had a few civil wars and stuff.
No, it wasn't one of those. It was the FIFA World Cup.
Yeah, I think they've still had quite a lot of civil unrest though as well.
Oh, it was a massive, I mean, as a Frenchman, I look back on that event as a particularly difficult moment for myself. And
you got dedoushed.
I got dedoushed as well. I got, punched pretty hard in Paris.
Strobe going on in the Red Bull garage before Max goes out for qualifying.
Now that would be highly
Is that just something that's going to make him feel like he's a bit more at home, a bit more comfortable, like he's back in the nightclub, like in South Cafe in Monaco? It's just like it's something to sort of your home comforts that you want to calm the nerves before.
So he's going to get his pasta, sort of like 3 AM pasta that you can get through there, and a couple of drinks, maybe a Voddy Red.
Yeah, €35 cheeseburger.
Off you go.
Yeah,
ready to race.
He'll be rolling.
Now, we do not condone drinking and driving, by the way.
No, but to be honest, sometimes if you're hungover, you can go real good.
When you're hungover the next day? It's not something I've tried, but...
I know guys who... There's a particular karting, right? Anytime.
In karting,
karting, it's a bit naughty, but it definitely still happens. But yeah, guys who actually go better with a hangover than...
Oh, well, I mean, who knows?
It does happen.
Everyone has their own preparation, James.
Yeah.
And if that includes getting 16 shots the night before, well, there you go.
But no, just for the sake of public liability, we shouldn't condone.
No, we're not condoning it at all.
Don't condone doing that.
We're going to distance ourselves from that
pretty
one.
Funny though. Yeah. So here we get a shot of Science. He's been performing really well lately.
He's been strong in the old head.
He has headstrong. You could even call that.
Yeah.
He looks
in control.
He looks calm. He
calm
looks
and
a
in
bit frazzled
control.
at times in that red suit, but he seems like he's finding his feet now as Leclerc. Just starting to have that sort of internal implosion that we all knew was due after the years and years and years of being a part of that Ferrari program. Like you can't.
I think mentally it's difficult to.
It's like I feel like it's like being a part of Ferrari for that long is like being one of those like Disney kids who gets like famous from the age of 6.
Oh yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
You're just your perception of reality is
It's so different,
fucking
yeah.
warped compared
Yeah.
to everyone else's. And you know it is, but it's everything you know, so you can't change that, and it's just pain and suffering, and everyone's looking at you from the outside going, hey, you should be all hunky-dory, you're a Ferrari F1 driver, or vice versa, you're all famous. But it's just, the harsh reality is it's just a cold and endless pit of fucking misery.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think obviously...
As Q1 gets underway.
Yes, Q1 is underway as we see the cars rolling out on track, and clearly a very dirty track now. That can only be from sand, as there is literally just sand. Yes, and
I thought that was a racial slur.
You do not want to be offline.
No. Yeah, actually we saw that case in point very much so in
IndyCar.
Laguna Seca. Yeah.
In IndyCar. It's very similar thing. I mean, Monterey, not sure, but at least the surroundings of the track there did seem quite sandy.
Yes.
And
there's some sand. Yeah.
And so as a result, the track was quite dirty offline. Plus, on top of that, the fact that it was brand new resurface. I haven't got a clue if they've done that there too. I mean, the track looks pretty new.
Yeah, but everything looks pretty new in the Middle East. And that's usually because it is.
Yeah, and it's pretty sandy too. As we see the cars just sort of waiting to go out there and sort of a bit of a queue. As
Ocon struggled to get it out of the garage.
And the two Alpines already fighting it out of the garage. I mean,
fuck those guys hate each other.
Hey, they do. I love the fact that you're there sitting in front of your TV and you're watching the interviews and they're just biting their tongue. They just can't actually show the true emotions of hatred towards each other.
So a lot of the time, viewers and fans, the media will sort of construct these stories for their own benefit that they can sell and insinuate a driver rivalry, and 9 times out of 10 it's all just bullshit.
As we see Max Verstappen starting his lap, and he looks like he's going to get into quite a lot of traffic as people are still coming out of the pit lane extremely slowly.
There could be some penalties going out here. But no, this is that 1 time out of 10 where those two genuinely fucking hate each other.
Yeah, no, there's general despise amongst the ranks there in the Alpine garage, and it's quite interesting to see from the outside. I haven't seen quite a rivalry like this since probably.
You probably go Rosberg, Hamilton.
Yeah?
I think
Perez,
they kind of
Ocon
hated each other. I think they respected each other, but I think they fucking hated each other.
Or Perez Ocon.
Perez Ocon.
Yeah, back in the pink
I don't know if they had the same kind of spice to it though, no?
No, because obviously I think the fact that they're both French in a French team.
Stupid. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but me being the Frenchman. But no, you can definitely tell that, as we see Max Verstappen going into, I don't know what corner that is.
It's quite a nice tidy lap looking so far though.
It's a nice looking lap. I love this track.
It looks a bit like an airport.
It does look like an airport. I mean, you could almost mistake this for Heathrow Terminal 5, but the track extremely flat, extremely high speed, extremely flowing. As we see the two cars in front, Ferrari getting out the way, it seems that the Mercedes is staying in front.
Going to impede him.
And that looks to be like that could be a slam dunk penalty.
Could be.
Unless it's Max Verstappen, as we've seen in recent times.
Yeah, I mean, is it going to make a difference to Max Verstappen's qualifying result today?
No, he'll still be on pole. One thing's for sure, though, what a dominant season.
From Max Verstappen?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say that.
I mean, I'm not going to, go and say, it's been probably the most dominant season in Formula 1, but it's not far off.
Yeah, another thing you could say as we look at Alonso, as he's just gone through the first sector, an absolute bed-shitting of a season from Aston Martin, who really looked strong at the beginning of the year, but I mean,
massively.
They're sort of a bit of a wet paper towel now, aren't they?
Yeah, no, they've sort of deflated like a balloon per se, and or like one of the tires on my car at the moment. I've got a rear left puncture actually on my BMW M4, and it kind of summarises the Aston Martin season in my words.
Yeah,
sort of started off very strong.
As Alonso crosses the line quicker than Verstappen.
Yeah. Case of good timing, right? As we see,
Stroll gets the laptop deleted. Rough with
deleted.
the smooth, folks. That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for, exactly. As we see Pierre Gasly going into the last corner with a purple sector 2.
So basically, anyone we've talked shit about so far today is going real good.
Yeah, so maybe we should keep talking shit.
Let's talk some shit about Liam Lawson in that case.
Yeah. What a fucking terrible opening lap.
It's not been good. He's 8 tenths off, but
he's not 8 tenths off. He's 2 seconds off.
I'm looking at his teammate, but yeah.
Nah, great stuff.
No, he's going great guns.
He's going great guns. As we see, I think it's highly likely that Danny Rick will be in the car next race.
I think it's been announced.
Yeah, probably. I haven't really.
I think he's just been chilling out in Austin with Joe Rogan, just getting on the old fucking IV drips and the good stuff, you know. As Norris goes to the top. We should probably talk a bit more about this. Yeah, a little bit of a mixed bag so far in qualifying with 12 minutes 30 to go in Q1. As we're going to get a replay of Max Verstappen here getting impeded, possibly by one of the Mercedes. Let's have a look at the replay here, Clem. Get your thoughts on this.
About what, sorry?
The possible impeding here.
Well, I mean,
is it that bad?
Don't tow him into turn 1 as we see Max. Well, I mean, as a driver, it is quite a bit of a. It's very annoying to have a driver in front going slowly and quite a lot slower in front of you and not getting out the way because obviously
Norris has his time deleted for track modes. Continue.
I think it's going to be quite a consistent thing here. This track, as you said, it does look like Heathrow Airport, and as a result, you can sort of make your own lines per se, and
to be a bit more artistic.
Exactly. I mean, it provides a lot of creativity from the driver's point of view, but they do seem to be liking to go off the track and gain an advantage, it seems, at least from the steward's point of view. No, I think impeding is definitely a bit of an annoying problem from a driver.
Yeah.
Because obviously you're going in, you want to show speed, you want to be fast, and the fact that you've got a slow car in front of you, firstly, takes your confidence away. Naturally, you're a little bit more on the back foot because you don't want to push as hard, not knowing whether the car in front is going to get out of the way or not. And as a result, you lose a lot of time. And I think that's impeding for you.
Yeah, thanks, mate. As we're riding on board Lawson here,
a
little bit of a bumpy ride over the second to last corner there as he swings it around now the final. Let's see what this lap time looks like. 2 personal bests so far on this lap.
I don't know why, but it seems to me that the track looks slippery.
A little bit more to get up to speed here.
Well, he is in front of his teammate. I mean,
I think he's had 2 laps though.
Let's not forget that the AlphaTauri has been a struggling car up until then.
Yeah, I mean, well, Sonoda is on board him now. Let's see what he can pull out.
He's looking a little bit more under control, let's say, than Liam in the last 2 corners there, as we see him just sort of miss the apex.
Big handful of understeer in the last corner.
I don't know if you really need to take that apex though, as we see him go through, and he's quite a chunk faster than Liam. But once again, very different conditions that we've had all season. So
and to be fair as well, with the sprint race format, it's a track Liam's never seen before, and he's only had 1 practice session.
As we see Logan Sargent going up into P7.
Go on, the Sargent.
Tidily in front of Alex Albon. As we see,
I think I brought up this point on a previous stream, where his pace actually really has been there at times throughout the season.
No, 100%.
He just needs to finish the job.
Yeah, it's a shame because I think he is a lot more talented than what has been shown in terms of results, and there's a lot more to come from him. I hope obviously he can keep his seat for next year and deliver some strong results to really show what he's made from. Because I've raced against this kid since I was 14 years old. Kind of a similar story to you and Marcus. And you raced Marcus for a couple of years. I've raced against Logan most of my career, and as we see a huge track evolution, because I mean Max Verstappen, who was P1 just moments ago, is now 8 tenths behind.
Now, do you think that's going to be more tyre oriented? This is actually a good chat from me. Do you think it's going to be more tyre orientated and how the rubber's getting into the circuit, or is it going to be more the cooling conditions as we get further into the night and that the engine's reacting well to that?
No, I personally believe that it will probably be a lot more down to the track and the rubbering in of the track, due to the fact that they've only done 1 practice session.
Yeah.
An hour.
Yeah, so they're going to need... Yeah, just like your high school prom date, you're going to need some rubber down there before you...
We've got some questions there from the chat about what are the IndyCar rules on impeding. Well, there aren't fucking any rules.
I don't believe that. Nah, you lose...
You lose your fastest lap.
1 quick lap or something.
Yeah. But apart
It's
from
not that bad.
Yeah, they really don't give a fuck. As we see Aaron saying, hey,
Hey, Aaron.
hey, hello,
There's just a
Malivberry.
new girl at work called Aaron.
Aaron,
Yeah.
maybe it's your work, your co-worker.
Yeah. She's from New Zealand. Actually.
Opinions on the sprint weekend, James? Actually, that's a good question from chat.
I actually really like them. I mean, especially on weekends, at this stage in the season where typically it's been Max or Lewis has tied up the championship.
Yeah.
And we're done. Like, we may as well have some fun shit. So I'm all for the sprint race. I think all the sprint races should be
Reverse grids.
ad hoc. I think the FIA should just be able to spring them on the teams and be like, boom, sprint race, bitch.
Yeah, I can see that, and I actually believe that what could be a lot of fun is if it was a completely independent race to the championships that didn't score any points and so on.
Similar to what we're going to get in IndyCar next year.
Exactly. What I would go for is a sort of roll of the dice. That's where you start kind of gig.
Yeah, almost like, actually, no, you wouldn't have had it, but in New Zealand and karting, the way we did the formats, you get 4 heat races in a final. Your 4 heat races were a complete jumble of grid order.
Yeah, just random.
And you score points, and then the points dictate where you start for the final, and then you do the final.
Yeah, so the final is, in the end, the race where arguably you're starting in your correct position.
Yeah.
Or more or less.
Yeah, like what your pace is reflected.
Yeah. As we see Piastri getting another lap time delete at
George
turn
Russell
12.
on a good lap as well.
George Russell indeed on a good lap. I mean, both Mercedes have...
Bottas to P2. I mean, that tells you a little bit about, like
Track
you touched on
evolution.
earlier, how fast this track is coming on.
As we see Georgie Russell going into P2 and Louis Hamilton struggling.
Is he going to run P3?
P3. 4 tenths. So a couple of tenths between the two Mercedes there. Fernando Alonso sitting pretty in P1. I mean,
actually, George Russell and Lewis Hamilton are the only 2 drivers in qualifying who are a dead heat. 8 and 8.
8 and 8. Great stats there from you, James. I actually saw that on F1 on Instagram today.
Yeah.
As we see Jerome D'Ambrosio.
Sonoda's, I think, like 2 and 5 over Ricardo and Lawson.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Jesus. As we saw Jerome D'Ambrosio there and Mick Schumacher sitting pretty as we see. We're now riding on board with Lewis Hamilton on his cool down lap. As we see them nice, like yellow fluo gloves.
Yeah, pretty cool, man.
Pretty cool.
5 minutes 50 to go in this session.
I think we're going to see a lot of the guys come back out there on newer tyres.
I should think so. Is it going to be a bit of a shit fight to try and be the last car over the line?
I probably wouldn't expect it from the faster teams, let's say. So I would expect the Ferraris and the Red Bulls.
But with the likes of Bottas getting up there, I mean, like that's got to put everyone on notice.
Oh, for sure. I mean, look at this corner analysis, as you can tell there from turn 16, last corner on the track. Fernando Alonso is significantly quicker, 3.5 tenths on Max Verstappen. That's not the car. I don't think that's the driver. I think that's the track.
Yeah.
So no. Crazy Delta going on right now as we see Sergio Perez starting up his lap.
And it seems early on that track limits could be a real feature here.
Well, I mean, the stewards have been particularly painful with F2 and F3 this year regarding track limits, and it's nice to see them being sort of similar towards Formula One, as we often find that it's quite a big difference between what's being told in our briefings and what happens on track in Formula One as well.
Well, take us inside one of those briefings, mate. I mean, are there snacks? Are there, nice chilled drinks for everybody? What's the vibe?
No, the vibe, you just sort of sit there on a chair, you're kind of like going to school.
Zero snacks.
Zero snacks.
That's fucked.
Yeah, I know. It is painful. You've got to sit through them.
I'd want some, if I had to listen to, technical chat from stewards and so forth, I'd want to be having some pretzels.
Oh,
they could be a bit subject to being crunchy, so perhaps something a little bit softer, some mixed fruit and nuts. For your healthier characters out there, I'd want to be seeing some yellowtail and jalapeno sashimi.
Sashimi.
I mean,
that would be a great idea.
There's fewer things I love more than being in America, and they have those little bottles of Gatorade that are just chilled and available to all.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, no, we don't get any access to those. Unfortunately, I don't think the FIA want to spend too much money.
Yeah, Ganassi corporate hospitality really is heaven on earth.
Is it?
Yeah. Fans. Like, not the...
Oh,
Yeah.
those fans. So like AC.
Yes.
AC.
Which it mate in Nashville. Oh my god. 3 minutes 21 to go in the session. 3, 2, 1. Girls want to have fun. As Norris talking about girls having fun goes to the top of the timesheets. I'm sure what that's got to do with anything. It's Lawson, 13th. He's gonna want to go again with that, so he'll call.
Yep.
Cool as jets.
As we see Logan Sargent coming through. Nice little lap from Logan.
Sargent. P8. Yeah, that's a great lap actually.
And the thing is, it is a short lap. It's a 1:25 to come round. So he's got time to really cool down those tyres and go again for another lap. As we see, Fernando Alonso's gone purple in Sector 1.
Yeah.
He's a bit down in Sector 2, 700ths on Lando Norris. As we see him just going through those corners, and you can just tell
the car is really nice. Maybe the Aston Martin only goes good in the Middle East because that's who Lawrence Stroll is going to try and sell the team to.
Probably, yes. That's, as we see a bit of oversteer moment there onto the last corner, but he's held it well. And he's flicked on the DRS there, and he's 900ths down and in P2. Very good, strong result from Fernando Alonso. As we see Charles Leclerc popping into P3, Sainz into P6, Gasly into P7 in front of his teammate. And Max Verstappen goes to the top of the timesheet as predicted. 1.5 tenths, or 1.24 tenths in front. Alex Albon on the cusp of being eliminated. He's going to have to go again, and he's behind Logan Sargent.
So he's put Lawson in the drop zone, but yeah, as you just said, yeah, it's slower than Logan, so that's interesting early on.
It's a positive for Logan. I think he's really got to take that on board and go again.
Now what he's got to do is not crash the car.
Ooh.
Oh, he's in there. He's in.
Has he kept it in?
Yeah, he's in. VAR.
VAR said he's in. As we see Lando sort of having a bit of a moment.
Apparently there's a bit of a fuck up with VAR this week.
There was a huge fuck up with VAR there in the football game between Liverpool and I can't remember the other team, but yeah.
Calls,
we see a huge moment.
Calls recently from Lewis Hamilton to say, the steward, the opinion of the eye and so forth. We've got to look into something different. Look into AI. And something like that. And I was thinking when he said that, I was like, mate, if you want to make stewarding AI, which means it will be non-biased, that is got to be the worst thing that you could possibly do to your career.
Well,
because no one is more lightly stewarded than Lewis Hamilton.
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, if you look at Max Verstappen, arguably, he should have probably taken a penalty in
He should have had a pen for impeding, I think, in Singapore.
Singapore.
But, I mean, that was an point where it really wasn't going to make a difference, was it?
No. But
and also you got to remember that there's a lot of money in Singapore and people pay to go and see a product, and that's Max Verstappen winning. I almost feel like Max Verstappen winning now to just go and see it. It was almost a bit like the 1995 Chicago Bulls.
Yeah,
where it's just
it's
in vogue to just go and observe.
Just observe the winner. Yeah.
So there's probably a lot of big, probably casino money in Singapore. It was like, well, you gotta want to see Max Verstappen win. So why don't we just forget we saw that?
So we've got Marie there going, so my biology teacher tried to explain to us what a backbone is, but he didn't tell us about Clem's race on the 27th of 8/23. So I guess he doesn't know what it... Fucking... I think science today's taken a step back.
Lawson over the line.
As we see Lawson, coming over the line, and he's not improved.
He's going to start the Grand Prix P16 unless there's any track limits violations that are going to come into effect, but I don't think that's.
We see Nico Hulkenberg there on a solid lap, it seems, and he's
Hulkenberg
into P9. And
now Stroll and Albon are the only people behind Sargent who can bump him.
Oh no!
And Stroll's up.
Come on. Oh, he's got a bit of understeer there, but he's kept it on.
And Stroll crosses the line.
Nah, it's waiting for...
P17! Russell improves to 5th.
Is Logan going to keep his spot?
He has still got his teammate to settle that. Here he comes.
This is going to be close, and we've got a yellow sector too. Is Logan going to get his...
a bit of a distraction in the last corner there with the Red Bull, perhaps. No,
yeah.
It's pretty on song.
Oh, come on.
Let's see how this goes.
Come on. No! Oh! Fuck!
Just. But by less than a 10th and had the best track conditions.
Exactly. Let's not forget that. What a shame.
Anyway. Right, so
Hamilton nearly didn't make it through.
yeah,
Nor did Perez. Interestingly enough.
was absolutely smoked by Russell as well.
Yeah.
That's
Interesting. Interesting developments here as we see poor Logie getting knocked out by 900s. Oh, for fuck's sake. Close.
Yeah, close. But no cigar, as they say.
Yeah.
How's reactions to that, everyone? What do we think? I mean, let's see. We got. Oh, someone messaged me on WhatsApp. Oh, hang on.
No, that's call me for Q3. Of course, Marcus doesn't want to do
Only wants to do Q3. Oh,
yeah.
just the end.
Just the end, because Marcus can only do the end. Has he reposted our story, by the way?
No, almost certainly not.
That's a shame. As we're trying, to really promote this channel, to try and make it grow. We've got no idea what we're doing. And Marcus Armstrong doesn't want to help us.
Yeah. To be fair, he doesn't have a say these days in what goes on his Instagram.
Does he not?
No.
Oh, that's
Another
true.
I
forgot about that. That is true.
What are you anticipating for Q2, mate? What do you see happening?
Don't know. Sort of lost for words.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Verstappen on top again.
Oh, no, yes, no, yeah, you're stating the obvious here.
That's usually what we do here on Screaming Meals.
What, state the obvious?
Yeah.
And then chat shit.
Yeah, and then just fabricate.
Yeah. We see a koala on screen. And a tree that's sort of moving like a spider.
Yeah, I've seen this ad a lot on TV, and they talk about what a moving tree is worth or something. There's a sloth who looks really pleased about the situation. Yeah, I'm not going to give them a free plug because it's a stupid ad. I've got no idea what they're selling.
Neither.
It's a beautiful sunset, actually, there.
It is a beautiful sunset. Yeah. As we don't want to reveal exactly the location of our whereabouts.
No, this is from a highly secured podcasting facility.
Yeah. One of those. Jeez.
Hey, what else is going on?
Not much, mate. Just chilling,
You know.
How's everybody at
Oh, what is it? Is there anything that anyone would like to know? Like any burning questions you've got, perhaps, whilst we're in an ad break between the qualifying sessions?
You see, well, Felipe might be getting the Williams seat, leech off his fans to promote Screaming Meals.
I don't know if Felipe's in the running to get the Williams seat.
I mean, there was some talk about it.
Yeah, naturally.
Why are we all in suits? Because why not?
Because you guys deserve the best.
Exactly.
Can you actually read that?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Next.
I've actually started. I'm already at the point where I'm like a dad at a restaurant where I have to I'll get the phone out and I'll do the old right and I'll just like see what I can fucking read.
Already.
I essentially just make sure that they have a tuna tartare.
Yeah.
My
computer has really shat itself.
Yeah, it really is.
See Coinbase.
Are you running a Coinbase operation?
I used to do the old trading there and then made a pretty big loss, so decided to stay away from it all.
Have we learned any more Japanese words?
Did we know any Japanese words?
Oh, I don't believe we did a feature on Japanese words, but
don't think so. At least not myself.
Arigato. Thank you.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Yeah,
thank you very much. Otoro, which means
Otoro tuna belly.
Fatty tuna. Tuna belly.
Yeah, anything that isn't on the menu or anything
Wakame.
that isn't said in a sushi restaurant.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't know any of them.
What's the one that when you walk into Nobu and Malibu that they yell at you?
Yashimasu.
Yashimasu. Yeah, that's fun.
Did you try ayahuasca?
No, but I'd love to.
What a question from chat. F2 World Champion 2024 or what? I'll tell you what. They say in Clem.
You sure they're not talking about me?
Maybe. I mean, there's more of a chance of you racing F2 next year than there is Clem and overlap.
Yeah, that's probably true.
As we see James Vowles there.
Youngest team principal on the grid, apparently.
Yep. He looks pretty puzzled.
Author of 2017 hit song Valtteri, It's James.
Oh, great tune.
Yeah.
Great tune. As you see the number 14 of Fernando Alonso. Sitting pretty there in the pit lane.
Oh, you've sparked off a few tinfoil hats here.
Clem to Indy, Clem to
Clem's
Whack.
Indy, Clem's a whack.
Then what?
Clem was dripping down my neck. What? How
How does it feel being an F2 feature race winner? Pretty fucking good.
Pretty good, eh?
Yeah, it's not bad.
I can't comment, but...
So we see the... it's the Ferrari man. Most famous man in the paddock there with his... Come on, baby. Get your car out.
Why is he the most famous person?
I don't know, because apparently he's got like some sort of like dance where he just puts the thing down and throws the thing on the side and then gets the car out and tells them to go out.
I don't know.
Back to Brazilian stock cars. Now that could be an idea.
move.
That could be a move. I mean, I do love me Brazil. Tell you that.
Yeah, we know. I mean, it's all we've heard about actually for the last 4 months.
Yeah. I mean, I miss it already. Has it ever happened to you to sort of get off a plane there and think, fuck, I got to turn around?
No.
Yeah, well, that was me.
I'm usually pretty sure where I'm going. It's getting a bit like, and I've just finished watching the Beckham documentary on Netflix.
Yeah.
13 minutes and 35 seconds to go in this Q2 session, by the way.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to feel it's a bit more like Victoria Beckham, where like she'll be somewhere, and then David Beckham would be like, I'm going to go and play in Spain now, and then just be like, I like playing in Spain. We're moving there. And so every time you go on holiday, you come back and you're just like, I'm buying a place there.
Well, yeah, no, I do feel like yes, that's.
You've been moving to about 7 different places this year.
Yeah, well, it seems to be that Brazil really is the one that's got my heart.
Yeah. I'm not going to ask you why, because I know why, and I know it's not appropriate for, you know, the G-rated viewers out there.
Yeah. As we see the McLaren of Oscar Piastri going through
The
second
Night
last
Rider.
corner.
I believe is what they called you in Brazil.
Screaming Meals karaoke special.
I'd love to do a Screaming Meals karaoke
Katy
special.
Perry, get her on.
What, like on the show?
On the show.
Yeah. Well, she's just done an advert for Dolce & Gabbana's perfumes. I'm not sure we're running the same kind of budget.
Yeah, no. Well, the thing is, you know, I think a strong DM, nothing beats that.
Yeah. Do you want to DM it out?
Should I DM Katy Perry? I don't even know if she's got Instagram.
She must do. I know she's married to Orlando Bloom, but
Yeah.
you have a bit of an Orlando Bloom vibe to you.
Katy Perry, 206 million followers.
Just send her a message.
What should the message
Don't
be?
follow her, because that'd be like, then you'd be coming on a bit too strong.
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah,
a bit
yeah.
keen. I'd just...
Hi there.
No, I'd keep it simple. I'd go, we could be happy together.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just full stop.
No full stop, no punctuation. That's too forward. And again, it's too forward. Yeah, just plant the idea. We could be happy. Yeah, there you go. We could be happy together. And let's see what she says.
There you go, chat. Oh, wait.
It's not up there. Yeah.
Sorry, my phone's broken, but we've just sent some...
Did somebody just... Okay, I just thought somebody just sent you a text.
We could be happy together. Katy Perry.
So we've got that content to look forward to.
Yes, let's see if we get an answer. I mean, today's the 6th of October, and let's count how many days it takes for Katy Perry to answer.
Yeah.
I think that's...
Should we DM one celebrity with more than 100 million followers every stream? And see who's the first to respond.
Who's the first to respond?
Or more to the point, see if we ever get a response.
Yeah. So 100 mil. There's not that many.
No, okay. Well, let's bring the scope back a bit, because obviously there's a lot of streams. There's going to be a lot of streams.
Yeah.
Should
we say
it's got to be over 5 or 10 I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon
5?
10.
Yeah, 10. 10's still a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, but there's a lot
Like,
more people with 10 million followers.
Who's got 10 million followers? Like, does Mason Mount have 10? I feel like he'd be in that range, you know?
Mason. He's a bit of a traitor, though.
Yeah, I know. He's got, so Mason Mount's got 6.3.
Well, I think
so we are shooting for the stars if we're calling it 10.
So we should go 5.
I think we should go. Should we call it? I'll meet you in the middle at 7.
Yeah.
7 million and over.
7 mil and over.
Fire off a DM. So Mason Mount, if you're watching, sorry mate, you've still got 700,000 followers to get before I can send you a message. But hey, keep cracking on, buddy.
Well, no, actually, fuck him. He's United now.
Oh.
As you see, Max Verstappen going through the last corner.
Yeah, good. I thought we should steer away from that. Hey,
Bottas,
how's that?
Where? 7.
Where? On the fucking TV, you nonce.
Well, P7.
Yeah, but I mean, in that wagon though, even just to get it out.
Oh, Madeline Klein. Good idea.
Yeah.
My wife.
I was on a jet with her once, actually.
Yeah, you were. Actually, you were. And I was well gutted about it.
Yeah.
Because I would have definitely introduced myself.
I told you should have come on my jet.
Yeah, I know. Madeline Klein. Oh. What a woman.
Alright, so 9 minutes to go now in this session. We're going to get a replay of Lando Norris. Here's something going awry. Impeding. Oh, textbook impeding.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to be impeding because I think they're fighting for track position.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
Madeline Klein.
Yeah, she is fit.
Oh.
She's dating Pete Davidson, I think, at the moment.
Hey,
who hasn't had a go on that bloke? What a fucking absolute rooter.
It's got to be the jokes, man.
Yeah, you got to be funny. If you're funny, you can get away with anything. If you're a guy.
See George Russell slot into P2, 2/10 behind Max Verstappen. As we see Lewis Hamilton. Again,
falls shy of Russell, but we spoke about this. I brought this up in Japan, where Hamilton has looked to not have the advantage on George for the sort of the first 80% of the weekend, but usually come Sunday afternoon,
he's on it.
He's got him figured out.
He's got him figured out easy. I mean, yeah.
I feel like this has been one of our better F1 chat streams.
Actually, has been.
We've actually given out some relatively well thought out opinions and information.
And we've talked about my wife, Madeline Klein.
Yeah.
And as we see Esteban Ocon there in P30.
We started a relationship with Katy Perry.
Yep. It's a very one-sided relationship.
Yeah, well, no, it's but every relationship has to
be initiated.
Has to have an embryo, you know. And in our case, that message is our embryo that we share with Katy Perry.
We've officially started a relationship with Katy Perry. You see Alex Albon slotted to P10. Good on him.
Yeah, backbone. He's got some heavy hitters behind him, though. I'll tell you that much.
Lando not in.
You got both McLarens, a Ferrari, and Hulkenberg and Bottas. So we fully expect to be the bottom of this session.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Sonoda's going good guns.
Which one? Sonoda, yeah. Solid. I think that AlphaTauri's been coming.
It's been much better.
Do you know, the one funny thing is, once again, we've had a bit of a, I wouldn't say a controversial statement, but an interesting statement coming from Helmut Marko.
Oh, God.
Talking about the fact that AlphaTauri next year was essentially going to copy every single piece of the Red Bull that they could potentially and possibly copy. Now, I'm pretty sure in the last 5 years, this is the fifth time
you sure this wasn't Lawrence Stroll?
Oh, no, that would be a Lawrence Stroll kind of maneuver as well.
Similar vibes.
Similar vibe, yeah. No, I'd give that a Lawrence Stroll vibe. But no, it's the 5th year in a row that we've heard Dr. Marko say that, and it seems to be that,
has he said that every year, has he?
Well, it seems to be. Yeah. I think he said it every year since the pink Mercedes.
Yeah.
And so that's been quite a few years now. But it seems to be that it hasn't really changed the performance on the AlphaTauri. So what is making the Red Bull so quick?
I think what a lot of the media needs to keep in mind...
People asking me if I've ever watched OBX, Outer Banks.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Oh, so good.
You made me. I think we started watching it when we were in Malibu.
We did.
And we were watching that, and we found out Marcus had a girlfriend, and we found out we were cancelled on Twitter all within the space of about 12 hours.
Yeah, it was a pretty emotional three.
That was a full-on couple of days.
Full-on couple of days there. But yeah, good times.
Most of that full-onness was coming from Clem watching Outer Banks episodes.
Yeah, no, Outer Banks. Oh my god, what a series, right?
It got dumb though.
It got really dumb.
Do you know what it did? It went full Riverdale. Did you ever see that series?
No.
It just got stupid. Where like it was like this murder mystery, like teenage Netflix classic, right?
Oh, I think I've watched a couple of episodes.
And then it turned into this like extraterrestrial, like gaming Wizards of Oz type shit, and it just got real fucked up.
As we see, Carlos Sainz seems to be going off. Oh no!
I'm just going to go on a brief tangent here, if I may. And Outer Banks got really fucking ridiculous for me when they were looking to find like the culprit, you know, the dad who's a bad egg, and he's shooting this bloke, and
John B's come back alive.
Yeah, we don't want to go too many spoilers, but
everybody's watched
this
it now.
bloke. Yeah, this bloke shooting this guy, and like they filmed it, and like that's all they need to close the case, and then this bitch just pipes up and goes, "You're a murderer! And just starts screaming. You just got the smoking gun, and then you just threw it down the fucking well." And I was like, "This show is ridiculous." I would have fucking struck a deal with this guy with the gold about 8 months ago. I would have first of all, I would have taken my 25% that was being offered. It's a good deal. 25% of 400 million. Fuck me, I'll take that, sunshine. I'm not going to get greedy at the last minute.
No.
You close the deal. You stick to your word. But then you end up with all these fucking teenagers running around causing havoc. Couldn't commit a crime if they were in a fucking prison cell. Oh, mate, it wound me up.
Yeah. Yeah, but Madeline Klein, bro.
Oh, she's so hard.
She's so hard. Anyways, back to
3 minutes 20 to go.
As we got Lando Norris going P1 in Sector 2. He's come around the last corner there. As we see Piastri coming across the line. And is that good enough for the top? And he goes top of the charts.
Top draw. 3 minutes to go in the session.
Lando
Norris.
right behind him.
Purple in the middle sector. Purple
400s between the two of them. And it's McLaren 1-2. Real ones watch Riverdale till the end. I've only watched about one episode and I've just listened enough.
Riverdale turned into a musical apparently. No fucking way.
That's gone.
That's flat
out.
Yeah, I mean, to go from, what's that? Good, Broadchurch or something.
Broadchurch?
The beach. Anyway, to go from a murder mystery to High School Musical, that's a bit of a 180, is it not?
Tell you what, I'd give a raise to the writers. Because to manage to turn that around.
They're working again now.
Well, yeah, they are working again now, but that would be a... Getting it from a murder mystery to a freaking High School Musical, that would take some doing.
Yeah, someone sat down in like a writer's room at the end of season 1 and you're like, right, so I think our end goal here needs to be musical.
Ah, right.
And then I guess they spent,
as we see, maybe another case of
millions of dollars.
No, it doesn't seem to be a case of impeding, just fighting for track position there between Max Verstappen and...
really going to have something negative to say about it. What is he doing, man? He's defending. Did you see that? I almost crashed it. He did almost crash into it.
That was a bit of a sneaky
peek move. Yeah.
Do you
know what I quite like is that Verstappen runs quite a retro helmet design.
He does, doesn't he?
Very basic, but effective. You know, obviously you got 1,001 sponsors on your lids these days that you need to have there, but
yeah,
just a very basic blue, red, white. No graphics going on.
Backbone.
You know.
Just backbone shit.
Yeah, it is backbone shit, actually.
As we see 1 minute to go there in Q2, as we got Carlos Sainz on screen. He looks to be on a lap. He's 2/10 up on Yuki Tsunoda, so clearly looks to... Ooh,
jeez, that's a fast bit of racetrack there, isn't it?
It is.
F2's going here next year.
Hey.
Yeah.
I won't be.
No.
As we see Carlos Sainz go around the last... Oh, and he's kept it on track.
He'll be fine.
Going into the last corner there as we see Max Verstappen's gone fastest of all
in Sector 1 with a 31.1, and here's
Nice.
Science across the line. This is surely going to be at the top of the sheet.
No,
P9.
it's a P9.
Sorry, I have not paid attention to that lap.
This is horrendous, actually, for Carlos Sainz. It could potentially mean he's going out. As we see Nico
I think it does mean
Hulkenberg.
he's going out. And Perez as well. What's he doing about it?
Bottas.
Perez is actually on a decent
Wow.
looking lap here.
And Sainz is out.
Science is deduced.
Sainz has been knocked out of Q2. Unless he's gone for another lap. Wow.
Snowden pushing hard towards the end of the lap here.
He
Final
might have
corner
saved his
approaching,
tyres
tweaks it
there
in.
in the first sector.
Looks nice actually out of
As
that
we
corner.
see.
Go 11. He'll go 11.
He's gone in front of Sainz.
He's out qualified Science.
And we see Esteban Ocon there. Going into the second last corner. He's got a good drive on the way out. He's turning into the last corner. Car sticking to the road.
Alonso's rapid in the first sector. He's just gone purple.
Beautiful. He's popped DRS open and Ocon goes to P5 as Sainz is now P13. Wow.
Now, this lap from Alonso is going to be really interesting. Having gone purple in the first sector, this might give us an indication really of, is it just going to be the last guy across the line at
Yeah,
Q3?
as we
As
see
Hamilton goes to the
P1.
top.
Wow. Indeed. As Perez.
Oh, and Albon's fucked it off the road.
Yeah, and Perez has done track limits, so
Perez
he's
has
been
smoked.
fucked.
He's down in P13.
Oh, and he's impeded Fernando Alonso.
Oh, it's a
That's
really
a
bad outing on the
slam
circuit for
Done
Albon.
for Albon.
Although I think Alonso finished with fine.
Oh, wow.
You know, crazy stuff here there.
And Leclerc only 8th. Wow. The Ferraris look to be struggling, and Hamilton looks to have found, like you said, man, the closer you get to Sunday, the quicker the man
the
gets.
boy goes, yeah.
Wow.
This is good stuff.
This is good qualifying.
I'm just gonna get a swing of the smoothie at the moment.
Yeah, no, go for it. Another Checo disaster class.
It really is.
It is. And Yuki 0.004 off the top 10.
Do you reckon he's gonna get? Do you reckon he is gonna get it together in time for Mexico? Is that
Yeah.
next? Is Mexico next?
No response there from Sergio Perez there on the
Well, he
radio.
knows he's being fired, doesn't he?
Wow.
Not next year. I reckon that they've got it. They're stuck with it. They may as well, if the car's that good, just let Max win the constructors on his own, and not pay him, another 10 mil in legal fees. Because I know they run the budget pretty tight there over at Red Bull.
Oh, they definitely don't want to, go back over the old cost cap there. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's at least €8 million in sandwiches that you can.
What the fuck is James drinking? James is drinking a smoothie because he is pineapple paradise.
Yeah, it's pineapple, banana, and coconut. It's a Tesco recipe.
Because his body's a temple.
Yeah, I've got to do something to counteract the cigarettes.
Is that so?
Yeah, so
How's the smoking been?
it's good actually, really nice.
You've been smoking a lot of Darries.
Yeah. So I'm snorting Barocca with my coffee in the morning, and I'm drinking smoothies.
Good on you. I'm not sure that's going to help the lungs, but, you do you.
You win some, you dim some, mate.
Exactly, mate. It's like me running and me alcohol.
Yeah.
I run so I can drink. Vice versa.
Sweat it out.
Yeah. Sweat it all out.
It's a real man's approach to like a solution, isn't it? When I was sick earlier, I was like jumping in the sauna. Ali was like, just rest up. I was like, sweat it out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
You wouldn't believe how useful it is to go to the sauna.
No, I love a
You
sauna.
do sweat it all
I
out.
do love a sauna.
Apparently, Stroll shoved one of his trainers after Q1. That's no good. That smoothie really does smell. I really don't like banana. That's
Oh,
why.
okay. Hey, well, do you know what? Actually, after your whole Five Guys escapade on our last stream, you can get fucked.
Yeah, no, it's true. remember how to add stream out. The computer's shut itself already.
Yeah, we don't want to push.
We don't want to push it any harder. I mean, we're literally like, you know how NASA they sent like humans to the moon with like a phone, like a Nokia 3310 kind of memory. Yeah, it was kind of like that kind of style computers. Well, my computer's pretty much the same right now.
Do you know I have in my possession. It's in my parents' attic somewhere. But it's a 2013 MacBook.
Ooh.
Yeah, it weighs about half a metric ton.
Yeah, definitely. As we see,
okay.
Oh, bit of anger. Jesus! Ooh,
That's a bit
feisty.
That is pretty aggressive, actually.
Shame that's a bit cool on
the
camera. As we see,
he's sweating, and I don't think it's because of the car.
Did you just say shit?
What is not clicking for you behind the wheel at the moment? And has this changed your mindset for the weekend? Is it now a test session? Are you going to go for it in the sprint? Keep driving.
That's a productive interview there from Lance.
Look, I like to swing to Lance's defence as much as I usually can, but I mean, he's made it pretty difficult for me there because he has behaved like a bit of a cunt.
Well, you know, when things don't click together, sometimes it's quite difficult to keep all the emotions under control.
Hey, look, and if anyone's guilty of acting like a bit of a cunt sometimes, it's me. You know, we all have our moments, but yeah, you shouldn't be doing that.
As we see his trainer, I don't really know what he was telling him before, sort of wagging his finger at his face there. But
do you know what though? And I'm not going to badmouth Marcus, and we're going to hear from him soon. I feel that I know he's doing his job, right? But I feel if I was over Marcus like that straight after a bad qualifying session,
oh, Marcus would do the same.
He would push me the fuck out of the way as well and say, "Get out of my face, you lanky cunt."
Well, to be fair, I will not lie to you. There are many times where I've been in such a mood after a qualifying or something that I've just wanted to be alone.
Yeah.
And the presence of somebody else there telling you it's going to be okay just drives you over the fucking edge. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. No good.
Yeah, sorry, Ali's just sending me expensive hotels into her birthday. Yeah, sure. Yeah, but when we get into Q3, we're going to ring the great man himself, actually, Marcus Armstrong.
Well, we are in Q3 now, as we see Sergio Perez.
Is this actually Q3, though?
Yes,
is this a
about to start.
No, Sergio Perez, yeah, I was going to say, Perez didn't make it to Q3, so it can't be.
As we see, it's about to start.
Yeah, okay, tie blankets on. Let's give him a buzz.
Let's see how he's doing. Maybe a video buzz?
Is there much point?
No.
Now, let us know if you can hear him right.
Hello, you beauty.
Hi, Marcus. You're live on Twitch. Don't say anything bad.
Oh, I would never do that, James.
No, I know.
I think you got to hold him close to the camera.
If you park him here, is that going to run? Is that going to operate?
Yeah, can you hear us, Marcus?
Yeah, loud and clear, Clem. How are you, mate?
Listeners.
Still over from Brazil.
Oh, I'm just sort of recovering there. Had a pretty rough night last night with the old jet lag, but yeah. It's not really caused by the by the fact that I was in Brazil. I think more by the evening's activities. But yeah, no, it was
the emotional hangover that you have from leaving Brazil.
I'm distraught.
I can imagine. So was I, mate. What a fantastic place.
I bet you were distraught. As we're watching Q3 here, Marcus. So what?
Did you see Stroll's interview, mate?
Huge. He's seen. Do you know? As our old mate Glenn Gower would say, he's seen the red mist.
I thought he was going to do a bit of a Rocky Balboa on his
Oh, mate, we were going for a full-on fight in the back.
Dadoosh, dadoosh, dadoosh.
Yeah, huge dadoosh happening in the back of the garage. How's it going? Whereabouts are you in the world there, mate?
I'm in lovely Indianapolis right now. I've got Oscar Piastri's on board up on F1 TV, and I've got the David Croft commentary in front of me on ESPN.
Oh, what?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Fucking what?
Yeah.
I know. I thought I'd seen the back end of his commentary days since I left the UK, but it's somehow on ESPN.
Oh, is
I
it?
think he's missed the point.
No,
you treacherous son of a bitch.
You're not listening to Screaming Meals commentary?
I don't have enough digital devices to have that going, Matt, because I want to watch my...
Might be that it's actually censored.
Yeah, you've got my fucking iPad that I left in Indianapolis. Fire that up.
Yeah, true, that's in my car.
I think you'll find, James.
Have you got my Ray-Bans as well?
Probably would have been those.
Running a blue lens Ray-Ban. I've also got a hat there. And also those grey and black Nike shoes that people used to piece together your relationship when it first started. Those are also mine. And I'd like them back.
Ooh,
Charlie, I didn't leave any Charlie at your place.
Oh!
Ooh.
Yeah, how far are you guys through Q3? Are we synced up?
9 minutes and 12 seconds to go.
Yeah.
9:11 now.
So I'm 10 seconds ahead of you then.
Okay, please don't speak.
Don't give anything away.
So is that the real reason, the fact that you haven't got enough devices, that you're not listening to our stream, or is it sort of censored in the household per se?
Yeah, the US has actually censored Screaming Meals.
Oh, see, I didn't think
A bit of a sort of North Korea situation, is it?
For obvious reasons, mate. For obvious reasons.
Yeah, doesn't seem to be the US. But
how good are these McLarens looking?
Mate, Norris purple and
Norris
6-1
is going. He's on it. We've got Alonso as well on board. Well, not on board right now, but him going through the corners.
Exterior car shot. As he swings it through the penultimate.
And no, second last. Now.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
And yeah, what a fuck. Marcus, the fact that you've come on to speak with us has really improved the commentary. We've really lost our touch.
This is almost like a podcast again.
Yeah.
I guess you guys haven't spoken about the qualifying ones, have you?
No, we've said a few bits.
We've actually done a pretty good stream. I would not be surprised if we're called by Sky there.
I talked about track evolution and how sometimes it can be both rubber on the track and also dropping air conditions.
Yeah.
That is a fantastic observation, James. You should be an engineer.
Thanks, mate. I was thinking about reading a bit about roll center balance soon as well. Scrub up on that, but. As we see Piastri now over the line, what he can do.
Oh, he's 7/10 up the road.
I mean, we talk just as we were about track evolution.
Yeah.
Oh, Norris has been, he's been sent to the stewards. Well, not so much.
Not quite.
Saved him a trip and just told him he's fucked.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've watched almost every lap of his in quali on board, and I've only seen 2 laps that haven't been done by track limits.
Oh, Marcus, we forgot to tell you. We've texted Katy Perry, we're in a relationship now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I DM'd her.
She's Kelsey of F2.
She's keen as, brother. Keen as.
Well, I mean, that's the sort of the vibe we're getting from her account. She hasn't actually made contact yet, but...
I suppose she did go out with Russell Brand, and there are quite a few physical similarities between you and Russell Brand.
Well, it's funny you say that. She's married to Orlando Bloom, and I think Clem does give a bit of a Bloom vibe as well.
Yeah, I reckon you're a more attractive version of him.
You could be a shoo-in.
I could be a shoo-in for marriage number 2.
And Marcus, as you know, on my way back from LA when I was there seeing you for the Long Beach race, I was on a jet with Madeline Klein. Your thoughts on her?
If I knew who she was...
Outer Banks actress.
Outer Banks, Marcus.
What is that?
Oh, God. What a dirt brain.
What a loser.
Is this a reality TV show?
No. If you had had a life in the last 3 months, you'd know what Outer Banks is.
If you had, I mean, like,
I've been too busy on planes coming to see you in exotic countries, Clem. I don't have time for
uncultured.
Outer
That's your
Banks.
time to watch Outer Banks.
Yeah, that is your time on the plane.
I watched it on the plane.
Um,
Anyway, we could talk a bit
nice.
more about qualifying rather than the fact that Marcus hasn't seen Outer Banks, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it's a fucking that's a topic in itself.
And I
It's
bet
terrible.
he does know exactly who Madeline Klein is. He just
Oh.
avoided the question because he knows what would happen if he answered it honestly.
Yeah, if you answered it honestly, it'd be a pretty rough day in the Armstrong household.
There's a Ferrari incident relating to Norris.
Yeah, as we see Charles Leclerc going a bit wide there. Bit of a
That Ferrari does not look fun to drive at the moment.
no. I bet you're chuffed you're not a Ferrari driver anymore, doing all them sim hours for such a shitbox.
Did you like the part in my pit stop interview where I basically hinted to the fact that you developed last year's Ferrari?
I might distance myself from that last comment.
Fair enough.
Fair enough, brother. As we see
So all
Lando.
the snorkels on Verstappen's car.
Yeah, snorkels. Indeed, James. Good observation there. I wouldn't have called them snorkels.
Well, you got McLaren running the old DeWalt leaf blowers. Like,
Yeah.
that's pretty. It seems a little bit pedestrian, does it not?
Oh, every single lap Lando goes out there, like the same corner every single time. It's by millimeters, but these track limits rules are crap, aren't they? Like,
Yeah, they're not.
Well, no, they're just called rules, Marcus.
yeah, but Jim, where have we seen a category? I forget its name.
Oh,
Is it car? Something America car? No.
car? NASCAR?
IndyCar. Is it IndyCar?
What are you on
They
about?
don't have track. They don't have track limit rules.
Did you seriously just forget the name of your own category?
What a fucking brain, eh?
Do you know what was fun actually? It was even like take NASCAR and IndyCar when we did that shared weekend. You guys were using the curves, but NASCAR guys were literally just driving over the whole infield sector and calling it a lap. Like, it was fucking hilarious. I loved watching those guys out there.
As we
All
see,
over the grass.
as we see the cars getting ready to step out for Q3 there, the second run. All the cars there waiting in the pit lane. It seems to be like they're pretty much stopped in the fast lane. Now that would be a penalty for all of them, if you ask me. At least that would be the FIA's opinion, probably.
But are there any French drivers in this? 2 French drivers in this session, so somebody's getting a penalty, and it's probably going to be Ocon.
Yeah. As we see, yeah.
Oh,
no,
and George Russell's stationary
actually
now,
stationary in
really
the pit lane.
holding up the hustlers behind it. That seems more illegal, I have to say.
Yeah, so does. Yeah, they're both doing it.
Like,
Both-
right
both
at the end of the
Mercedes.
pit lane, I get it, but like
Middle of the pit lane's a bit dodge.
You know, remember when that thing was like it was really popular to say weird flex, but okay.
Yeah.
Like that was one of the those. Just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, it's true. Weird flex, but okay. One of those moments. Marcus actually had one of those moments in Monza last year. Weird flex, but okay, as he turned into the pit
Well,
lane.
he holds the world record for crossing the pit lane speed limiter at the fastest speed anyone else has ever done in his life.
Do you know, I actually believe that he entered that pit lane faster than most F1 cars.
I wonder where you were going with that one.
Than most F1 cars back in the day when there was no pit lane speed limit.
Yeah.
I reckon Marcus was quicker then.
Clem, I'm proud of that moment.
Oh, I know, as you should be.
It was fucking funny.
It was hilarious to watch from outside, and I can tell you, I was pissing myself inside the car. So it was an absolutely great moment of TV and entertainment, and I'm sure the fans loved it. I loved it. James loved it. So, on all accounts, mate, top notch.
That is the latest pit call I've ever had, folks.
I don't think that was a pit call.
Oh mate, well you're doing the 500 next year. You might beat the record.
Yeah. As we see, Lando Norris quite close. Oh, as Max has gone wide. Has he?
Oh, far out. You know that America's about to
Yeah,
turn
Max
off
is way
the
off.
F1 because the PGA Tour's about to start.
Oh, who's playing the PGA Tour?
The guy Rory.
Oh, Rory McIlroy.
Rory, the guy Rory.
Rory Child.
Oh,
What about
God.
Rory
Is this another
Charles?
one of your shit jokes that you
Marcus.
Rory Child.
What about Rory Child?
The Let's see if Lando makes it through this corner without going off track. He does.
Let's see if Marcus can finish a fucking sentence before going off track.
See, that's one of the perks of not having gone to school. Quite
All
difficult.
right, 42 seconds. 40 seconds to go. It doesn't seem like anyone's hit a lap yet, somehow. I don't
No. And I think Max Verstappen did actually drive off the track, so he may be getting...
Max Verstappen, he was 2.5 seconds down in sector 1, so I think he aborted that one.
And he's probably going for another.
If he's got time.
He's gone off. He went off at turn 1. I think he...
Went off again.
Oh, Lando has gone off again.
Norris
oh my!
Is just having mare after mare after mare.
That is a rough qualifying for Lando if he's gone off again.
Again, man. Every single lap.
Why'd you pick Lando? Out
Yeah.
of curiosity, to ride on board.
To ride on board, yeah. Surely you'd pick the best car, wouldn't you?
Because he is an absolute wagon driver. I've been going between him and Piastri, and those two are like honestly driving amazingly. So, and
Fair
Lando
enough.
knows he's gone off as well. You should hear his radio.
What has he said?
He said, "What the fuck am I supposed to do?"
Drive within the white
Drive
lines.
within the white lines, yeah, that'd be a pretty good start.
No, that's a stupid question
I
from
can't actually hear him.
Lando
Hang on,
Norris.
he just keeps swearing. He just said it's so shit, something, something. I forgot. I didn't get the last part.
What,
Here's
the fact...
Piastri across the line. What's going to go on here?
I think Lando's finding it pretty annoying that he's got to follow some rules.
The douche. So Piastri to P4. That's going to put him on P3 for
P3.
the start of the race tomorrow. You'd say where you want to be actually at this track.
And Max
with the
Verstappen's not
rubber
even
and-
done the second run. He said, fuck
He's
this.
sacked it off. Yeah, fair enough too.
Good on him. He's just gone, fuck that. Straight for pit lane.
Where's his wagon?
I think he's left his
It's in
wagon
the
in
garage,
the
I
garage.
guess. Yeah.
And he's given us the big thumbs up there.
Roll righty road. Yep.
Yep. And
Hey, good shit from George Russell.
yeah,
Lewis
Russell.
Hamilton are less than a tenth off him, so I really do think come Sunday he's going to have the better of him.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that, Marcus?
I'm so shit
I'm so shit
sometimes,
sometimes.
according to Lando Norris.
That's fair enough. I like a bit of
Self-criticism.
Lando.
yeah. I like a bit of self-awareness.
All right, fellas. Well, I have to crack on. So, have a lovely stream rest of the podcast.
Well, we'll probably finish it here, to be honest.
All right,
Yeah.
well, I'll talk to you later on, James,
Yeah, sounds good.
when the entire Twitch community is not listening to us.
I don't know if it's the entire Twitch. If it was the entire Twitch community, we'd be fucking rolling in it.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but the last time I checked my bank account, fuck me, there was some. There's got to be some numbers missing. But anyway, mate, yeah, you enjoy. You keep working hard.
We're hardly working. And
Hey, we'll see you
Talk to you
next
later,
time.
boys.
I feel like we're signing off, but we're just actually.
yeah,
hanging
we're
up
not
the
just
phone for
hanging up
lovely.
on Marcus.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
see you, mate.
Bye. Sorry, chat. You see MV obviously chuffed
barely
to
sweating.
bits. He's not even sweating. He's not even done the second lap. I mean, what a skiver. That's
Skyver.
yeah. He's just decided not to work.
You little blighter, you. Yeah. No, hey, I mean, look, some people, love it or hate it.
Oh shit! It's night time.
Lewis Hamilton looks like he's just been told he's having a fifth child.
Fernando Alonso looks
Also looks like he's just been told he's going to have a fifth child.
It's quite a pose from the two multiple
Yeah, the
world
two.
champions.
Old cunts.
Did you see Lando getting out of the car?
Oh, Mr. No Lap Time himself. Anyway, yeah. Well, I don't know, mate. I mean, that's the end of qualifying.
Yeah,
Lando Norris is currently getting the credit for P2 on the grid, but he's going to lose that.
currently. He does look pretty pissed off, as you would.
Yeah. Max mixing. I'm not going to say it. Something into his Red Bull there.
Just some electrolytes probably there, James.
Yeah, probably that.
As we see, the number 1 car has been rolled out of the pit box just to sort of get back into P1 there. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Max Verstappen has just nailed it.
Yeah, what I was going to say earlier is, I mean, love it or hate it, and touching on that Chicago Bulls point, I just enjoy seeing excellence.
Yeah, and that's true. It is very true. I think Max has been so dominant this year that you could almost say, some people could say it's ruining the sport. Others...
I don't think it can be ruining the sport as much as George Russell's current haircut, though.
No, potentially not. No, yeah. Fair enough.
Lewis ruined the sport for nigh on a decade.
It's true. It's
and
true.
we came out of that one alright.
Yeah, we had a great last... Yeah, as we see, Lando's lost his time there, so he'll be starting 10th.
Reconfirming. And then we shift to interview. Well, hey, should we
scrap it on that?
Should we call it that? Should we go? Hey, it's a Friday night.
It is a Friday night. I'm probably going to head home to Hertfordshire because my mum's coming back tomorrow morning and my little brother's alone there tonight, so
yeah,
going to have to chuck him into bed, you know, and probably do some food.
Cook food,
yeah.
That's what you would say. Oh, good stuff, mate. Well, hey, wherever you're watching, we hope you have a great evening, day.
P3 for OP.
Or morning. Yeah, grouse. Thanks for tuning in. We will be back to you guys for the tomorrow show.
The sprint tomorrow. So the Saturday show here on Screaming Meals Commentary. And then obviously...
On the Sunday as well?
On the Sunday, the full Grand Prix with Screaming Meals Commentary.
Get ready for it, folks.
Get ready for it. I'm going to try and fix my computer in the day that I have until tomorrow. Because this is shitteroo. It's really not working. And what else?
No, I think we can leave it there. I think we've probably signed off the show about 7 times now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers, chat.
Thanks, team.
See you soon.
Can you end it? I don't know.
Yeah, I'll end it.
System.